Nigerian power sector is advancing in leaps and bounds with quite a lot of ongoing reform activities. I'm sure you would like to know more about this. Then, the Power Circuit is just the right program for you and is proudly brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. You're right here with Amara Agugesi. Here's what we have for you today. TCN temporarily restores bulk power transmission to Abeokuta after vandals disrupted 9 towers. Ajah substation of TCN takes delivery of a brand new mobile substation. We also take an interview session with the Regional Transmission Manager, Shiroro Region of TCN, Engineer Cornelius Asuzu. The TCN official will elaborate on the massive power transmission projects the company has delivered in the region, which serves bulk power in major states of the Northwest and up to Niger Republic.
The board and management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, heartily congratulates His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, as the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The board and management of TCN are confident that your experience and expertise will be invaluable in ensuring that Nigeria continues to benefit from its immense potentials. With your vision and commitment to national affairs, we are assured that the Nigerian power sector will be the leading industry in Africa in years to come. We look forward to the positive changes and progress that will be made under your leadership. Congratulations. Signed, Board and Management of TCN.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is appealing to Nigerians to protect power infrastructure nationwide, just as it temporarily restores bulk power transmission to Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. Over 9 towers recently collapsed along the 132 kV transmission line route from Papalanto to Abeokuta after heavy activities of vandals on the route.
The Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider at TCN, Engineer Victor Adeomi, was on ground shortly after the incident to monitor the temporary line reconnection work. He explained the relentless efforts of the company in providing a temporary relief for bulk power evacuation to Abeokuta while reconstruction of the collapsed towers is ongoing.
I'm here following the vandalism on our 9 towers that shut down the power to Abeokuta. You can't just wait because it will take a lot of effort, many weeks to get those 9 towers that are on ground back. So we want to see how we can quickly restore supply back to Abeokuta. So in our effort to do that, there is this old tower, that we used to feed the old Abeokuta substation before the construction of the new tower that was brought down. So we want to see how we can use that old tower to restore power back to Abeokuta, pending the time we are going to do and replace those tower on ground.
Just recently, TCN reported collapse of 9 towers from Tower 56 to Tower 65 along the Papalanto Abeokuta 132 kV transmission line in the southwest due to the activities of vandals. The towers, located in the Obafemi Owode area of Ogun State, were all massively vandalized, leading to their collapse. Engineer Adeomi strongly condemned the act of vandalism, saying that it drives a nation backwards, while noting the dangers of exposing themselves to electrocution.
And we want to warn all the steel companies. We have been writing them, because if there is no market for these tower members, you won't have vandalism everywhere. So the steel companies are the ones aiding the vandals. If they are not buying these steel materials from them, then you won't have market for it. And it will prevent the vandals, because if there is no market for it, there won't be any reason for them to go and vandalize these tower members. So we are going to send the security agencies after all these steel companies who are aiding and abetting the vandals.
The TCN management official also appealed to the people of Ogun State and other areas in Nigeria to jealously protect power infrastructure as they are common national assets.
We are appealing to them that they should take ownership. It's their infrastructure. It belongs to them because they are Nigerians. We are appealing to them to help us monitor the activities of these vandals around them. And as a matter of fact, no external vandal will come. When you see a stranger in your locality, you know this is a stranger, you need to monitor him. So meaning that those who are vandalizing these tower members are from the same community. So they should please assist us. On our own part, those who build their house very close to these tower members, we engage some of them and we give them stipends to help us monitor the critical infrastructures.
The Regional Transmission Manager, Lagos Region of TCN, Engineer Mojid Akintola, also re-echoed the plea of the TCN management to residents, noting that the Acts limits the effort at improving access to electricity.
Apart from trying to look for alternative routes, we are still checking this particular tower up to Papa, from Abeokuta to Papa, to know the extent of damage on the other ones that are on ground, so that we'll be sure that those ones too have not been tampered with. We've engaged all the baales and the chiefs around this area. We've done a lot of sensitization and we are still continuing to do this. They themselves, they've seen it now. Since this tower collapsed, none of them have supply. So if they don't take ownership of this facility, the same thing will be happening. And it's not too easy for us to do repair.
We'll return shortly after this break. Kindly stay with us on the Power Circuit.
$6.5 there.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives.
Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved, take it.
But you don't know the kind of business.
Business
is business.
Okay, my guy. Now see, no.
Real money, and there's a big market for it.
Wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail! Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve?
Real money.
I can't. See this man! I can't. Even you, shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism, God forbid. God forbid.
Look at the people I want to help.
What is it?
Come here. I beg
What is
you.
it?
Please, Oga, I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has taken delivery of 63 MVA mobile power substation at the 330 132 kilovolts Ajah transmission substation in Lagos State.
TCN, the sole manager of the national electricity grid, has been rolling out massive infrastructure projects to advance the power transmission network. According to a statement by the General Manager Public Affairs of the company, Ndidimba, the newest power equipment delivery at the Ajah substation is part of the efforts to enhance the bulk power delivery capacity of the Lagos region, which is one of the 10 transmission regions of TCN. The mobile power substation, which was delivered by the FGM Power under the Presidential Power Initiative (PPI) to the TCN's Ajah substation, will add 48 megawatts of bulk electricity to the existing 283 megawatts capacity in the substation on the 132 kilovolts level, as soon as it is connected to the grid. Prior to the delivery of the 63 megawatts mobile substation, the Ajah transmission substation capacity was 450 MVA on the 330 kilovolts level and 283 megawatts on the 132 kilovolts level. The mobile substation is part of the ongoing intervention of the federal government to improve the power sector.
You're right onto the interview segment of the Power Circuit. In this edition, the Regional Transmission Manager, Shiroro Region of TCN, Engineer Cornelius Asuzu, will be speaking more to the massive power transmission projects the company has delivered in the region, which serves bulk power in the major states of the Northwest and up to Niger Republic. Let's have him speak. The Shiroro region is vast with 4 work centers. Tell us more about the projects in these facilities.
One of the major projects that are coming up here is to construct a new 330 control room that will be tied to the 132, which is already existing. So these are the things we have in Shiroro. Then I go to Jeba. Jeba, with major job we have in Jeba is replacement of circuit breakers too. We have about 8 number circuit breakers that we are replacing in Jeba. So similar to Shiroro, which I just said, in Kanji they are also going to construct a new 330 and 122 kV control room to replace the one that's in the power station presently. So these 2 projects are all going on simultaneously, and the materials are there. The buildings, the functioning, the construction of the control room is in the designs are completed. The contractor will probably be on site as quickly as possible, probably waiting for all these materials to arrive, and then it will be done swiftly. So these are the major projects we are doing in Kainji. Then there is a major challenge we are having, which is also now is in a project of construction. We have 3 major towers inside the river on the line that goes from Kainji to Jeba. This line is critical for operation, but these 3 towers that are inside the river, the towers are corroding. So, which is a big danger to our operation if any of them could have any problem. So, some time ago, one of the construction they did, when they were doing reconstruction, they need to now reinforce the base. So that format of reinforcing of the base, which will place the towers, the tower members, which are still, though they are galvanized, but over years and so many effects, it can also be susceptible to damage or by corrosion. So we've been seeing such cases as posing a danger. So recently, management has approved TCN management in headquarters have approved us to do the reinforcement of these towers.
Are there other works that have been done apart from these major projects?
In terms of structural wise again, there are two major substation and work center complex building that is going on in the region. One is taking place in this Shiroro where we are here, and one is also completed already in Kotangora substation. This is where they have the work center. This has already been done. Kotangora is a newly created work center, and they didn't have any office. So theirs was done was started much earlier, and now it has been completed and they've moved in. But the one of the Shiroro is in advanced stage, almost like 70%, because they are the roofing and plastering. But all these things after which we also need to get it furnished. These are the areas we still need some inputs and support from our headquarters to help us do. So these are the projects that are going on in our region in a nutshell.
Are there challenges of vandalism, sand excavation, and encroachment along transmission line routes in the Shiroro region?
We have some vandalization on our Mina Abuja line, which goes through Suleja. Mina, that's on 132. We have challenges on little bit of vandalization, but it's mostly on the end side of Abuja, because this line from Mina to Suleja, we have a boundary whereby Abuja is covering and the boundary where the Shiroro is covering. So sometimes the challenges as per that one covers. Yes. In terms of excavation, we don't have such challenges. In terms of encroachment, we don't really have a serious one. The little we have here in Zumba here is because there was a time that headquarters set up a task team that were going around and listen. So I would say that we don't have so much. Even that of the Mina, we've not had any major case of obstruction operation, and most of the buildings there are not permanent structures that could pose so much fear as to encroachment on the line. So on that one, on the three things you mentioned now, I think the only one that really affects us a little is that of vandalization of the towers members, which we experience on Mina Suleja line.
Do you have plans to improve the already existing capacity of the Shiroro region?
We brought up idea to have a proposal for a new substation on the Mokwa axis to take up a number of projects that industries are coming up, because there's some rice processing the industries that are there, some agricultural projects in fact that around more, and also when the reinforcement of Jeba power station and Jeba transmission substation with these transformers I've told you earlier, then it could be evacuated through those 122s to those places. So these are one of them. But as I said, we don't say it's our project. It's just a proposal we can send to headquarters to consider. And some of these proposals are just an alert to the relevant departments that should handle it. That is one. Then secondly, there is a proposal for a turnout on a 132 line that goes from Shiroro to Tegina. This line, we have been having a lot of overvoltage problem because of the length of the line. It's a long distance line. And this is technical, but with those long lines, we have capacitive and inductive compensation on them, which sometimes results to when there's no load on the other end, could make the voltage on the one end excessive and could damage our equipment. We're having this as challenge. So in one of the processes to improve on this system, we also made a proposal to management or rather we are in the process. We already had some discussions of the management on how to have a transposition of the line at the middle point between Jeba, between Shiroro and Kotangora 122 kV line. So these are but as I said, there are a lot of ideas we sent to headquarters which they harnessed to bring up a project for us. So that's it. Then in terms of ICT technology, there have been a lot, and management have been doing a lot. Recently, they've installed a CCTV in some of our substations, and there's this I don't know what it is, ERP project, whereby virtually all our regional offices are connected in our operational meetings, weekly meetings we do.
Well, that was the Regional Transmission Manager, Shiroro Region of TCN, Engineer Cornelius Asuzu speaking. There is always one project that has been executed in each of the 4 work centers in the region, and you heard him say there are plans to build more substations across some key areas in Niger State. The TCN project train never stops. Always keep in touch with the power circuit to get more updates as these project execution reports unfold. Let's take you through these stories again. TCN temporarily restores bulk power transmission to Abeokuta after vandals disrupted 9 towers. Ajah substation of TCN takes delivery of a brand new mobile substation. In the interview segment, the Regional Transmission Manager, Shiroro Region of TCN, Engineer Cornelius Asuzu, told us about the completed and ongoing power transmission project execution by the TCN in the region. More of such projects that include transmission substations have been planned, and that means there will be more advancement to the already improved bulk power transmission capacity in the region. The Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN cannot do this alone. It needs your collaboration and support. You can do this by expressing your views, comments and responses on the TCN YouTube channel, TCN_Nigeria. On Facebook, kindly connect with Transmission Company of Nigeria. For Twitter, search for @TCN_Nigeria. TCN is also on Instagram, TCN_Nigeria. Email messages are always a pleasure via affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. TCN has an active, responsive and interactive website, tcn.org.ng, where you can get information on bulk power transmission and other activities of TCN. With your support, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is always poised to deliver and transmit electricity in the most efficient and effective manner. It is my delight that you were with us on this edition. My name is Amara Agugwesi, and I hope to see more of you.